everybody, it's Bridget with Liberty Hill Gardener, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, thanks for stopping by to check out the channel. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. In today's video, which is an impromptu video, I've made the decision to bring my garden channel back and work on that more. I was gone for a while due to some personal family circumstances and also starting another channel. But this channel had been neglected. I still garden, and I want to share my garden with people, especially in these times and these days where some people are trying to figure out how to, I guess you could say, make sure that their family sustains, physically having food, having enough, having nourishment that is actual good food that helps your body, gives you energy, all the things. So if you're interested in seeing a garden update as of November 18th, 2025, then stay tuned and I'm going to go into my garden and give you an update. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for sticking around. As I mentioned, this is going to be a garden update, an impromptu video. Shouldn't be too long. But if you've been to my channel before, you know that I have a garden. I've done a few things to it since I have last recorded. And you're not going to see my face right now because I've been out here cleaning the garden and I look a mess. Future videos, you'll be able to see my face. But let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you'll probably notice, there's junk everywhere because I'm cleaning the garden and I'm also working on my chicken coop, but there's stuff everywhere. You can see I'm folding these right here because I'm getting everything in order in the garden for the winter, even though I've already started planting. So this is the gate right here that you'll see the opening. It is just an opening right now. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to put there so that I can walk into it. But if you look, the fencing is different. I have some metal fencing because if you remember in some of my other videos, I had rabbits that were coming in and they were biting through the plastic fence. So I went ahead and got this metal fencing up. It's helped a lot. We have also found that we have foxes. I don't think they come in the garden, but we have foxes, which may be because I have chickens in the back, but hasn't got to those. So as we walk into the garden, you can definitely see my table is still there. I do need to get, or my umbrella, I'll say, I do need to get heavier weights because it does keep falling over when there is any kind of wind. We do sometimes get some really high winds here. So if you look, I had chips, wood chips on the ground. I did that because it was cheap. There is weed barrier underneath. I'm picking up and cleaning up as I go, different things. But as you can see, some of the grass has grown through those. So I'm going to be working on that over time. I have a garden box here that I got from Costco. I want to say it was like 30 bucks, and these are normally about $70. It's the Keter brand. It was something someone bought online and returned. Right here, it's just like a little garden table. I do use this. As you can see, I have some stuff up here. I have some shovels and tools in there. I do use this. There is standing water in it, which I need to get out because it rained. I probably won't do it right now because it's supposed to rain again Thursday. Here are my old garden beds from the summer, which some of them need work to prep for the winter, which I am going to be working on. And then here's a garden bed similar to that L-shaped one over there. I am going to plant in these. I'm going to dig them up, put in some earthworm castings, fertilizer, amend them basically, and make sure that I can use them because I do want to get carrots in the ground before the end of November. I have already started, as you can see, my greens right here, and they look amazing. I was really disheartened because I did not get any greens in the spring. It was just the bugs ate them up. So I have, and I want to show you guys this, and I'll bring you more of it because I'm still, like I said, updating the garden. This netting that I have on there is way less expensive than what you can find on Amazon. And I cannot remember her name, but there was a lady that was showing that she was using Tulle, Tulle, what you get from the fabric store. It is the same thing, less expensive. They normally put it on sale. And what I did is I created right here, you see this frame from PVC pipe. I am on a goal to have financial freedom, save more money, so I don't like spending a lot, especially when there are things that I have around my house, which I had these. I just bought the elbows and I put a what do you call it, rebar. I put rebar in the ground and put that on top so that it would not blow over or push over in the soil or anything like that. And then I connected them and I put this around it with clips. I'm going to find a better system, which I wish I could find some type of bungee or elastic cord to go around it so nothing could get in. But as you can see, it's doing a great job so far. I have some giant red mustards here. I have collards and I have regular mustards. So all the greens are growing really well. You do see a few little, looks like something eating, but there's nothing on them. I may start spraying them with neem oil, and I'll tell you more about that in another video. This is my green stalk planter right here. I love these things. I missed out on the, I want to say it was the fall or something sale. I'm hoping they have a Black Friday, because if they do, I'm going to get one or two more. I love these because, as you can see, they're pockets, and this is the leaf. They have one called the original, and it has longer, like 10-inch pockets. And hey, Greenstock, if you're out there, I'm trying to get my numbers up so that I can be one of your affiliates. But you can see I have some kale growing in here. There's some basil, volunteer basil, that grew back in the top. I didn't plant that. There are some Swiss chard growing in here, and it's on a spinner base, so I can turn it. So some Swiss chard. I have some, oh, what is this called? It's lettuce. My husband loves it. It's radicchio, indigo radicchio or something like that. But he loves this lettuce. I need to get more. I got it from our local HEB. And excuse me if you hear the chickens or wind. There's some other things growing in here where it had flipped over. I don't know what that is, but we shall see. We're going to let it do what it does. And then if I need to, I will go ahead and pull that out. Sorry, y'all. I'm pulling some stuff out. That's why the camera moved. But I have kale around here, which I am going to grab some more kale and put them in here. I did not mention what zone I'm in. I am in zone 8B in Texas, out near Austin. And it's still warm here in November, y'all. And I'm going to show y'all in a second what I mean by it's still warm here. But if you're interested in starting a garden and you don't have a lot of space, or maybe you're not sure if you're going to keep doing it, get you one of these green stalks, because this thing has 6 pockets per tier. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on here. That's like 30 different things that you can grow. And as you noted, if you listen to me, I have Swiss chard, kale, lettuce, and some basil in there. I have some celery that I'm going to put in here probably this evening. Because I've grown celery before. It's easy. I love it, and I loved having celery. So that's something to give you a heads up. It can be expensive initially. However, it's well worth it. These things have tipped over. You know, I take them up and down. You can just rinse them out. All kinds of things. Now, I do have a connector that goes to it so that if you have a hose, you can just connect that hose and the water just flows through the top. Most times I just water it, and then I put in here in this top part, I put my sprayer hose in there, and it does that. Right here, I have some blackberries. Now, if anybody knows, feel free to comment down below. I don't know if they're going to make it. It looks like it. The leaves are red right here, so I don't know what that means. I have to look it up. Some of the branches I cut off, but on the end, if you look right here, there's some more growing. So I'm going to use some of those, I think they're called like gator clips or something, and build a trellis for this so it can grow properly, and so that I can prepare it for the winter, because I have some frost covers for that. Right here, this is garlic. My first time growing garlic. I was going to try it before, and I never planted them. I only have a few planted right here. I think there are 12 of them. However, this bed just needs to be maintained, because if you're not aware, garlic, like, it doesn't, you know, it's not ready for harvest until probably like the summer, June or July. But I do have 12 in here. What you're seeing is straw. I have begun to cover all my beds with straw, especially living in Texas when it's summer, to keep it moist and try and deflect some of the heat. And this is just straw that I got from my local Tractor Supply. Sorry about my girls, they're talking. I don't know why. But these are pink lemonade blueberries. Story about this plant. I bought it almost a year ago now. Sorry about the train, if you can hear that. and I thought it was going to die because I bought it it got close to winter or something, and I thought it died because the leaves were falling off, it was doing nothing, and maybe it was going dormant, and then all of a sudden it came back. So, lesson learned, if you have plants that look like maybe they're not going to make it, give them time and see if they're going to bounce back, because that can happen. But this is a pink lemonade blueberry plant. I love blueberries, like snacking on them. And as you can see right here, there's some new growth. I'm going to try to get it right there. If you look, there's some new growth there. And I apologize, I'm doing this on my iPhone. And then there's some new growth right there coming in. And it's probably because there are so many leaves, y'all. So new growth there. And then you've got some new growth right there. So it is growing. I'm pushing it. I'm about to figure out what I need to do for the fall as far as fertilizing. There is a guy that I follow. He's amazing. He's newer, and I forgot his, Out of the Box Gardening. Amazing with his blueberries and other plants as well. Right here, don't know what this is going to do, is a peach tree I got from Costco. Obviously, it didn't make it. It had like one peach on it, and a bird or something came and got it. So, long story short, I don't know if that one's going to make it, if it's going dormant or what. I doubt it. I think it died, but we will figure that out. This bed right here, this is a Vigo garden bed. I want to get another one. I'm going to have to work on it because I would like to have two of these really huge ones. This one is a Vigo garden bed that I got from Walmart a long time ago. And I wanted to get another one of these. I'm just waiting on them to go on sale or the price to go down. These beds right here are not Vigo, y'all. These came from Amazon. I do have a video on them when I got it. I think I spent $20 on that, and it was perfect for those blueberries, and that's what I got. So back to this one. You can see it has the same kind of framing as that other bed over there, the square one with the greens in it. And these are things I've made myself, again, with things that I had at home or that were super inexpensive. I put elbows on it. What I have in here are going to be in the back. Right there is cabbage. This is broccoli. And I'll have to look in there and see what kind, y'all. But I know it's broccoli. This right here is Brussels sprouts right there. So over to the right here is Brussels sprouts. This is going to be some more broccoli. This is purple. Yeah, purple broccoli. This one is going to be, I think it's green magic broccoli. I put a little garlic in there. Won't hurt anything. Sorry about seeing my hands there. Here's another garlic. So I have about a little over a dozen garlic planted. You have this one right here, which is, and I'm getting in here, this is broccoli as well. These two right here, y'all, this little bitty one right there, that little one, and the one next to it, I have to see what those are, because I think they are the same as what's in the center, but in the back here, right there, that's going to be cabbage. So I'm going to plant a few more things in here, probably one more cabbage back here, and I probably want to put something right in here. So I'm going to plant a few more things just because this space is so big. Also, just to explain, this white that you're seeing right there is diatomaceous earth, food grade. I don't like spraying when I have ants or anything like that in my garden beds, and they got in the corner because we had some rain. And basically, all I did is sprinkle that diatomaceous earth. Basically, they take it to the queen, they eat it, and it kills them off. We even use it in our yard in the summer when we get a lot of ants, and the ant piles are gone. So I'll try to put the information below about the diatomaceous earth, the bed from Amazon, and so on. Right here, I know it may look like it's dying. It probably is because it's more of a tropical plant, but this is hibiscus roselle or sorrel or hymica, I think is how they pronounce it. This plant is beautiful. As you can see, there are some pretty flowers on it that open. They open for one day and close back. And what you get with this plant is what you make hibiscus tea out of. I'm going to try to get closer. So right here, that is the calyx, and that's what you're wanting to get from this plant, okay? And if you could see, there's a little bee in there, right there. He just flew out. He's getting some pollen, I assume. But as you can see, there's a bunch of these. There's one big one right up there. But this plant is so easy to grow. There's a YouTuber named Helen, and I can't it used to be plant-based Helen, but I heard her channel got hacked. So she changed it, and I have to go back and follow her. But you plant this. It is a tropical plant. If I'm correct, it comes from Africa, but a lot of Caribbean islands have it as well. A lot of Spanish restaurants use it to make a drink, and I'll try to put all this information in there, y'all. But they use it to make a drink outside of hibiscus tea. You can also make jam, which I've made that and I love it. I'm going to make more and give it to people. But I think it's coming to the end of its lifespan because it blooms. Even though you plant it like in summer, it turns into a big bush and it blooms in October, November, which is what mine did. So what you do, and I'm going to see if I can get this, y'all, with one hand. What you do, this calyx right here, when this flower closes up and falls off, what you want to do is look for this, and there's a big seed inside of there. And maybe if y'all are interested, let me know. I'll do a video. This one is probably a better one because it's bigger. There's see that plant in there that's dead? It's gonna fall off. There's a huge seed in there, a seed pod, and that seed pod, you take it out and you only use the outside of the plant. So once you get the outside of the plant, you can dry it. You can make jam with it. If you're making the jam, you want to keep that seed pod because it'll give you the pectin you need. And the jam is amazing. There's tons of recipes for it online that you can get. If you've never grown this plant and you're looking for something easy, grow this plant. I'm about to harvest some more of the calyx off because my mom wants me to make her some jam, and I'm going to try it for Thanksgiving instead of cranberries because it tastes like cranberry. So funny is what I was going to get to. This bed has one volunteer tomato plant in it. It is November 17th, y'all. Yeah, that's right, November 17th. And this tomato plant came up because this was a whole tomato bed in summer. There's another one that looks like it might have fallen over. It'll probably pop back up, but I'm going to let it grow. It's not going to make it enough for me to harvest it, but I'm going to let it grow and see what happens because I had a bunch of tomatoes in there. Last but not least, guys, this is my other green-stalk tower. These are strawberries. November 17th. I repeat, November 17th. They just started back growing. Strawberries are easy to grow. Excuse this mess here. It's going to go away. I'm about to get a smaller shed or something and put back here. But these strawberries, I've been watering them regularly. They grow back on their own. They go dormant in the winter. And if you look, y'all, there's some little bitty strawberries on it. Do y'all see that? Those strawberries right there. So there's strawberries all over in different places. I'm about to come through and I'm going to cut off the dead leaves and stuff like that. But I water it and fertilize it regular. Strawberries are easy to grow once you get them going. If you look right down here, there's a bunch of runners right down there. And what I did is let them grow. I did not have this green stalk full, but I let them grow, and then I put the runner into the pocket. I put the runner into the pocket that I wanted it to start growing the plant in. So that's why those aren't cut off. And I do need to put them in something because I'm running out of pockets anyway, but there's a few pockets that I want to fill up. But I'm just showing you, it's so easy to grow in these. It does take a little bit of soil to fill them up. However, you can just amend it. I don't buy soil on a regular basis. I've mentioned this in my other videos. I only amend my soil and I buy it as I need it because you don't have to keep buying it and it's expensive. So that is my garden update, you guys. Let me know what type of videos you want to see for the garden channel from here forward, and I will get those going. If you want to do, which I think I'm going to do, update videos, and let you guys see those as well. But thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and give my video a thumbs up as I try and grow this channel. I think it's going to be important here in the coming times to be able to grow your own food. This is not a prepper thing. This is a sensible thing. And I think everybody should be able to grow their own food, and you can. It's not as hard as you think. So again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Keep growing and keep just building up your stores of food and enjoy and relax and do all the things. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.